the 625s.
Yeah.
So my guy Romel just pulled up Sprango, for those of you guys who don't know, with the 770 wheel G37 coupe that got gapped by me earlier last year.
Tish 21.
He went and he's building the VQ37 now, so we just got a bunch of the parts in. Check it out. We got BC rods, white skull pistons. Look at this. Oh boy, it's gonna have some fun this summer. Hopefully this summer. What else we got here?
Freaking 272 cams.
Oh boy, cams for the VQ37. Nice. Pistons. Pull up a piston.
So 10.5 compression.
Oh, high compression. This is gonna be quite an interesting build, guys. High compression VQ37 on big boost. Usually a lot of guys like myself even we went low compression, but this one's gonna be high compression. So the motor is gonna be a lot more responsive. And it's gonna make power a lot easier on lower amount of boost. But then when you start pushing the higher boost, it's gonna get interesting with the tuning and everything. What else we got here? So valve seals,
pump gear,
timing chains and things like that? Timing stuff?
Yeah, rebuild kit, 1mm bigger super tech valves.
Oh, you're doing the whole valve train, yeah. Holy shit, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like oiled and everything.
Yeah, the Mishimoto thermostat. Wow. Freaking GWT springs. A longer bolt for the cams.
And the boundary billet oil pump gear right there, guys.
And the Vitron.
That's how you rev a VQ37 to 9 grand.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting. So just to give you guys an update, so that's what's going on with that one. We're still waiting on the motor for my car. So should be here hopefully pretty soon. I'm hoping end of this month or early next month we should have the motor back, and then we'll pop it back in the car. On my car, I ended up upgrading the rods to BC rods just for fun. It was literally just for fun. Like, we did not need to do that. But we're going with GTR head studs, so this is gonna be a little interesting on my build. But
cool.
Yeah.
Both builds.
So I might be getting gapped by this coming season, guys. You guys are ready to see that?
If man's so fucking...
If we don't blow up or lift the head. We're gonna both stay on low boost, race each other one time on low boost, and then when we're satisfied, we'll race each other on high boost. At least we'll get one run in together before we blow up. That's the plan. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the G35. So if you've been following the videos, you already know that, yeah, we did lift the head. Now, I got good news and bad news. The good news is it was just a head gasket. All I really needed to do was change the head gasket, and I've been back on the road. I took the opportunity, since we're taking apart the head, to upgrade a couple of things. One of those things that we're upgrading is actually the rods. Now, again, I didn't need to, but we had an understanding of the maximum power you could hold on the Eagle rods was about 750 horsepower. But under further research, I found out that those rods are actually capable of 1500 horsepower. The only thing that sets them apart is the actual rod bolts. And if you have ARP 2000 rod bolts, then it caps those rods at about 1200 horsepower. And that's what I had on there. So I actually didn't need to buy rods, and I ended up having to buy the new BCs, which whatever, I guess, you know, peace of mind you can call it. We're gonna throw the BCs in, it's fine. But this time, see, when I did the head gasket last time, I got the actual Tomei head gasket, which was a mistake. Had I known we were gonna make like up over 800 wheel, I wouldn't have gone with the Tomei. I would have gone with the Dynasty head gasket. There's only 2 real head gaskets on the DE that have been proven to hold on an open deck block with that much power. One is the Dynasty, and the second one is an HKS head gasket. So if you are building a VQ35 DE, guys, I'd recommend you picking up one of those 2 head gaskets and nothing else. Of course, we know about the Soho Motorsports fix. It's quite expensive, and I'm not really ready to do something like that right now, especially when I see people like Jay Franco and Silva 350Z on Instagram making upwards of 800 plus, even 900 wheel on an open deck block, not blowing up and not even lifting the head. So I'm gonna take my chances with the Dynasty head gasket. I had the L19 head studs already. I'm trying to try something a little bit different this time. Instead of staying with the L19 head studs, I'm actually going with GTR R35 head studs. So I know that's never been done before as far as the DE is concerned, at least I know. And the difference I believe is the L19 in stock size is about 11 millimeters, and the GTR's head studs are about 12.7 millimeters. Give it a little bit more clamping force on that head gasket. So hopefully that'll take care of my actual head lift issue. Since we're in there, my dumbass decided to upgrade the cams and see if we can make a little bit more power, maybe make it the same, just make it a different kind of power band. I don't know how it's going to affect the power band. I really have no idea. But we went with the JWT C9 cams, 282 duration, and my buddy Dylan picked up my 272 cam. So I hope the sound of the car doesn't change too much, because right now it sounds fantastic. So the motor's already taken apart. It's already at Gord Bush Performance in Toronto, and hopefully it doesn't take too long with putting that back together. But as soon as it's back together, I'll be slapping that bitch in the car right away. The other thing that we have to address is the actual transmission. I was grinding fifth a bit, and we had this weird issue with fourth gear on the dyno where, like, I guess it was something to do with the heat, where like we couldn't even get it into gear. But then as soon as we had it on the street, it was getting into fourth just fine. So I don't really know what's up with that. Alright guys, so if you don't already know, we're just taking apart my buddy Romel's G37 right now. The motor's coming out. So this one was the one that made 768 wheel horsepower on the dyno, and it didn't last very long. I told him not to run it that high, but he said, you know, whatever, we're building a motor anyways, so just run the stock one until it goes, so we'll see what we can do with it. So it ran for a bit, and then eventually it blew up the same day he raced me, and so now we're just taking the motor out. What we noticed though is that I pulled the intercooler pipe off the bottom here, and a shit ton of meth, like this is all just meth, came out of the intercooler pipe and intercooler. So this is going to be interesting now, because I'm wondering if that's the reason why he may have just flooded the motor with meth. It could have been the reason why the motor blew. So we're not really going to know for sure. I don't think that's what happened, but you know, we'll see how it goes. See how much comes out. Oh, that's not too much. Most of it came out when I pulled the pipe off. It was gushing out like crazy. Alright, that's not too bad. I guess we gotta see how the oil is. Alright, so whole front end's out. And my guy got the 747 jumbo check.
The new skateboard scooter.
The car's gonna be in the sky. Look at these jack stands. Like, size of my leg.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Let me see how clean it is in there. Pretty clean, yo.
It smells like gas. It doesn't smell like meth.
Yeah, the injectors.
I'm betting that you flooded it with meth. I'll be
Well, no, when we drain the oil.
If it blew up because of meth, it'd probably be a good thing. Instead of blowing up because it's just sheer power. You spun a bearing, you didn't throw a rod, so.
This is why I wanted to build this motor, because I knew this one was fucking the good one.
Up?
Up.
This is the worst pull. I hate G37s. Did I ever tell you that?
You don't need your light, fam?
This is the worst engine pull we've ever done. There's just way too many harnesses and shit.
Like, yo, what the fuck is this?
I think it's a knock sensor, isn't it?
Like, how do you take it off?
This guy's fuel system was in the way. All these harnesses. Because we're actually leaving the harness on the vehicle and not like taking it out of the actual car, because he has a lot of like fuel system wires, gauge wires, all kinds of shit running through there. So we'd have to basically disconnect every single harness and then drape the harness on the dashboard.
Keep going. Alright.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty much what today's been like. But hopefully very soon the built motor will be ready, and then putting that one back in I think is going to be an even bigger nightmare than taking this one out. So this was definitely not a fun removal, but we got it out. It's a little bit of a bitch with some of the harnesses and things like that and lines, etc., but we definitely got it out. Turbo's just chilling over there right now. So yeah, that's where we're at for now. Now the motor's gonna get built, and oh fuck, that thing's going. Oil pan? Holy shit! At least it went down slightly smoothly.
Yeah, until I cracked the fucking thing and then I gotta buy another one.
Holy shit! I can't believe I got that on camera. At least we got it done in under an evening, pretty much.
Yeah, I just don't want to crack the bottom one because if it cracks, I will have another one.
So this one's shooting for about 1,000 horsepower, and we definitely should be able to make it with everything that he's got going with regards to fueling and everything. So we definitely can't wait till we see that. Hopefully by the end of this year, everything should be set up and ready to go. Catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos of the G and AMG. I also drop videos of all kinds of other epic builds that you do not want to miss. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell with the notification so you know exactly when I drop a video. See you next time.